Hi guys, welcome back to Sorta Ambitious. I'm Jenna.
I'm Shannon. Happy you guys are back here
and,
with us.
and we are recording on a Sunday night because we're moms and that's when we get to record.
Sunday night or right after bedtime. Right to
after
it.
bedtime.
We're working women, we always on the clock.
Exactly. Thanks for coming back, and we got a fun episode. Here we go. I love it. I love the buns. They're so cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, you look adorable.
Yeah, greasy hair. I actually fully intended on straightening it or washing it, straightening it, doing a whole thing during his nap time. But I had one of those nap times where I don't know how long went by, but I was on TikTok the entire time and time just
it happens.
flew.
It's okay. I was gonna say I did my hair. I kind of had I went crazy and did a whole these because I can't braid my hair at all. So just flip them through. Stuff. I did it all the way back for whatever I was doing on Thursday, which was nothing crazy. I just needed my hair out of my face. And so then for the baby shower, I took it out and left these two. And it's just still from that.
Genius though. I love when a hairstyle can just roll one day to the next. I also just love that hair can now last a week without being washed or I don't have to constantly do something with it.
No, I can't. That's why I was your buns are so cute. I feel I want to try buns.
I know. I was also wondering if I could pull off the space buns
Little
at the top.
Space buns? Absolutely.
Because I just love seeing those on other people. It's more my ability to get them up there and get them to stay.
I know. I was going to say Haley, my friend Haley is so good at them. They're always so perfect and cute. And I try. I've actually looked at tutorials on TikTok of how they do it. And I've kind of figured it out, but I don't think it looked as good. On remember when I first got my hair cut short, I did them for when I pretended I was at the New Year's party that I was not at. And I dressed up with everybody.
Yes.
That's what I did them. And they looked really great that time. But
I do feel the certain length is perfect for it. A little bit too long, it gets heavy and messy.
Work harder.
Yeah.
You gotta work harder. Well, today's podcast is just us talking about our lives per usual. I feel I have a few things that I'm I started. Well, for one, I had to brush my teeth. You can smell my breath over here. I had to do it before we started. I also felt the need, as soon as I got home from the pumpkin patch, I had to clean the house. You can't see the house. They can't see the house. But I felt I could not do. I was oh my gosh, we're going to record tonight. I got to clean the kitchen. I got to vacuum. I just I just started doing all the things. Cal was probably what are you doing? Because he's home he doesn't work till Thursday this week. His season's slowing down. And so I'm we have all the time in the world to clean the house. We're both going to be here. But I was oh my God, we're recording. I got stuff to do. just, I feel how my brain works for some reason.
Yeah. I feel whenever I have those moments, I have to jump on it because I was just thinking the other day, I don't know what the difference for me between motivation and just overstimulation of a cluttery house. There's no difference to me because sometimes I'm just motivated to clean and sometimes I should be doing 7 other things but cleaning, but I just need to organize everything. But jump on the moment when you can.
I did. I had to. And we got home kind of late. We left our house probably at 9:45 this morning and we got home at 4:30. So we've legitimately gone all day, but we had talked about going to the pumpkin patch with my friend Megan, who lives here in Bend, and she has her 2-year-old. And I knew that we said we were going to do that. And I kept saying all morning, I need to text her, see what time she wants to go. I need to text her, see what time she wants to go. But I made Cohen 14 breakfasts because he eats all the time. And I was trying to make us breakfast. And I finally went and got my phone at 9:18. And she texted me at 8:30 and was hey, we're going to head to Smith Rocket. 9:30. And I was oh God, okay, we're coming.
Oh no.
So, got our shit together. And so we also were going to try to go to different ones because there's a couple in Bend, but that one has like stuff for toddlers to do. Like there's a train ride and a petting zoo and like
cute.
Just like activities, face painting and stuff for them. So that's why she wanted to go to that one, and pony rides. And going can't, like, he couldn't really do it. We went through the petting zoo, but I wanted to go and take pictures and stuff for her because it was just the two of them. So anyways, we rushed out there for that. And it was just a shit show trying to get us ready. Of course. We got out there, and it's the same place that we took like family photos last year. And I was telling Kyle, we got there, like when we went, we pulled right into the yard, like up to the pumpkin patch. There was nobody there. We were kind of confused, like what's going on? There's nobody out here. Today there was hundreds of people there, hundreds. Like,
oh, you were on like the busy weekend.
I guess. Yeah, I was there. And there was a lot of stuff like closed when we went to take our family photos. I almost either think it was like towards the end of October or like everything was done, maybe. I don't know. But when we pulled up today, I was like, is this the same spot? There's a lot of people here. And we parked like hella far out in a field.
Yeah.
The walk in.
Today is the 16th. So I do feel like it's the perfect time for people to start getting their pumpkins and all that. So they can like carve next weekend and, you know, like have it all ready for actual Halloween.
Yeah. We just ended up getting some white pumpkins because I saw a fun thing where they like painted flowers and then stamped them on the white pumpkin. So we just got two. I was like, Cohen's little, and he got a pumpkin yesterday at the baby shower.
Cute.
So yeah, it was just this morning felt long. And then we went to a place called it is called Over the Edge. It's also out kind of, so Smith Rock Pumpkin Patch is like 20 minutes away from where we live. And then we went 20 minutes the other direction, kind of like once we were out there. They have like a mini golf and a tap house and like food trucks and a bunch of kids stuff to play. So we did that afterwards. So it was just like a long day. So there was no naps happening except for driving. And they were both exhausted by the time we got home. Which probably why I was
That's
like,
so cute.
I'm not clean because I just did clean up.
You guys will pass out tonight. It will feel like a really good night of sleep.
I know. When you asked, I was like, Shannon, I might fall asleep during the podcast, but I'm gonna jump on it.
I appreciate you. We're recording a day early because I fly out like 7 a.m. on Tuesday, but it's out of Denver, so I have to drive up there for 2 hours, and it's just one of those whole ordeals, you know, that I was like, and anytime we podcast, we do it late at night, like we just said, like after we put our kids to bed. I get like ramped up after we podcast, like my adrenaline. Me too. I don't really know what.
So excited. Makes me happy.
Like, well, one, I love talking to you, but two, just like, I just feel like the whole thing gets me up and going. So then I usually always stay up like later than I normally do on those nights. And so I was trying to think ahead and be like, Shannon, if you have to wake up at 2:30, 3 a.m., you probably shouldn't stay up until midnight, you know? Yeah. Anyways, tell me about the rest of your week. What else did you have going on for your week?
I was going to say, are you ready though for your trip? Like, have you packed and stuff?
Yeah, actually, my computer right now is balancing on my suitcase. That's what I did most of today. I just kind of tried to prep whatever I could. Like, we went grocery shopping, so Kendrick had some easy grab and go stuff for himself. I did a bunch of laundry, packed, tried to get as much done. So tomorrow, I just have a handful of errands to do, and then
how long are you gone again?
I'm gone for 8 days. So it's a long...
Well, yeah. You and Khalil, right?
Yeah. It's a long time, I feel like, or it's just over the amount of time where, like, you can kind of just throw some things in a suitcase and go. I feel like it's long enough where you actually have to, like, think out your days and think about, like, the weather and, like, what do you guys plan on doing? Because you don't want to be that, or I hate being that person that feels like I have to, like, I don't know. I just don't like not being prepared. Like, I hate being the one that's like, my pants are soaking wet because we got caught in a rainstorm and now I have to, like, you know, not have a different pair of clothes or something like that. But I got us all packed up and made made Kendrick some dinners and stuff like that. So he's all ready to go.
You gotta leave him food or they won't eat.
I actually I started this new thing. This is only like my second week, but I pulled out a cookbook. I never cook with cookbooks, but I pulled out a cookbook and I picked like 6 different recipes, and I went to the store specifically just for those ingredients. And I've been making those dinners every single night. 1, to like try to mix it up, but 2, also to make sure that I'm using like all of our food, because I was getting pretty annoyed that I was like throwing away the last part of like spinach or like whatever. I was just getting pretty annoyed of that.
It's the worst.
And I feel like I've been making really good dinners that now, normally I feel like he could easily fend for himself, but now I feel like because I pampered him for the last.
He's like, wait a second, you could cook.
So he's like, what are you gonna leave for me? And I was like, I don't know, dude. You're gonna have to probably just eat pizza.
Gosh, it's the go-to. I swear.
Easy.
He'll live off it for a whole week.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm like, no, I'm not eating leftover pizza.
I don't like leftover pizza either. I mean, I will, but I wouldn't prefer.
Family history with pizza, so it's like, it's too much for me.
I feel like some people are diehard day after pizza people. Like they're like, it's better when it's cold. And I'm like, no, it's absolutely
like left out. I'm like,
no, it's better when it's fresh.
Yeah. No, that's true.
So
anyways, I'm glad you're prepared. I'm glad you're ready. It's a lot to travel with a baby and by yourself and for a week. And are you guys flying into Seattle, or are you flying? Okay. And then driving?
Yes. So, the good part about Kendrick and I is our family is all in Washington, which is really nice because we just met in college. And so I feel like some people could have people that are like on opposite sides of the country or something. But the downside is they're all in Washington, but they're all like spread out in Washington.
I was going to say a little spread out.
And so I wish that I could have like a fly, especially a fly in our car during like the holidays, because we like 2 hours here, gonna drive 3 hours there, 2 hours back. It's just, we do a bunch of bouncing around. So I'm trying not to do that this trip.
I was going to say, flash the bicep. Looking good over there. I have no biceps. I have nothing going on in my...
I haven't worked out in so long. I've literally been detoxing from.
I know Kyle was only asking me the other day, like, because we pay for my membership still at Burn virtually, and I haven't signed in. And he was like, "You still trying to do that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I am.
I just haven't gotten to it, so I would like to keep it."
I told myself I was prioritizing sleep so that I could. It wasn't an excuse, like really actually just prioritize sleep and like, get a normal amount of hours for like more than a couple days. But now I cannot get up when a alarm goes off. And it's not even that I snooze it and I go back to bed. I turn it off in my sleep. Like I will wake up then at 6:30 or 7 or whatever. And I don't remember it even going off, which is never me. I'm usually such a light sleeper that I'm like, oh, I'm up.
I was gonna say, I think that's just mom stuff. You're like exhausted, and when you do get into that deep sleep, man,
gotta stay in it.
It's good.
Did you guys do anything else fun this week? Catch us up on any other?
I mean, I want to say I watched my friend's daughter, so that was fun. She's littler than Cohen, so like. It's just fun to snuggle little baby.
Yeah.
And then my friend from high school and his wife, their baby shower was this weekend. And so we went to that at Worthy, which was really beautiful actually. Like I didn't realize you could rent out. They have like this little triangle room that has a bar. And we had it from like, I don't know, 1 to 4, and it was just like perfect. And the appetizers were delicious, and then like they had pizza, and we played like the baby shower games, and it's just so fun. I like was walking with her sister, like to bring in my gift, and I got there a little bit early to help with the balloon arch, which I feel like I crushed, by the way. First time I made it myself. I've never really done that. They were blowing up the balloons and like asked if I could come and help with that. And I was like, yeah, of course, like whatever you guys need. And then I got there and I was like, I've never done this before, but I'm gonna do it. And I'm such a perfectionist that I was like really trying to like get it together. I was like pretty proud of it at the end. And everyone was like, their family was like, have you done this before? And I was like, absolutely. You guys, I'm a party planner. Okay. So yeah, it was just fun. And then when I was walking with her sister bringing in my gift, I was telling her I like wrote out all the cards like you did for me and like explained all the things. And I was like, I can't even like read them because I get so emotional. I can hardly talk about doing it because because it's just such a special time. I feel like, and to like be able to share it with them is so sweet. And like, I'm just gonna cry. I'm the worst.
To explain what Jenna was talking about, and I mean, you could obviously probably did it differently than me, but what I did for Jenna for her baby shower, and then what she's now done for a friend, is put together like a little goodie basket of everything, not everything, but some of our favorite things that we had either post delivery or just like with a new baby, and being a new mom. And then also with giving those little gifts, writing a note to the new mom about either how to use it or like our favorite time that we used it or whatever, to make it just like a little bit more clear as to what that product is or when it came really in handy. Because I feel like people do throw a lot of baby stuff at you, not always as much like new mom stuff, but even when you do get new mom stuff, you're like,
what is this? How am I supposed to use this?
Yeah. And also I feel like when you're in the newborn phase, you're not thinking about yourself of like, oh yeah, this would feel really good right now because I'm feeling XYZ, versus if you read a note that someone said like, I use this on
at this point for this.
My crusty ass nipples or whatever you were feeling. Then you would remember and be like, oh, I should take care of myself. Like,
that's what I said. I was like, Shannon wrote out so many like things for me that like I sat down and read and was like, I would not have even like thought about that, but thank God there was something that said like, hey, this is what I did. And I so appreciated that. I say that I will never give the same baby shower gift again. Like I was such a like, I like to make it personal. So there's for sure that touch for me. Like I'm very creative and I love to do that for people, but I look at it completely different now, especially as a mom. But Shannon's gift was like the best. It was the best because it was for me. And it made me feel so special. And so I even told Kyle, I'm like, okay, we got to do these things. And then I'm going to do something else because this was what was the best for me.
Yeah.
But I got to I made her made her a little closet, basically, like just a crate